G'day, my name is Ashley Davis. I'm the developer of DataForge Notebook and author of Data Wrangling with JavaScript. It's been a while since my last video, so Happy New Year, and I hope you're having a great start to the new decade. In this video, I want to show you some new code libraries I've made for data and charts that are making it so much easier for you to get into DataForge Notebook and start doing your data analysis and visualization in JavaScript and TypeScript. These new libraries are called DataKit and Plot, and they are designed to be simple and make it easy and effective for you to work with your data. DataKit is the first library I'm going to show you. It's a library for Node.js for loading and saving CSV files and JSON files. And it's the simplest way to load data files in JavaScript. I'm going to give you a demo right now. Now you can see here that I've got an example CSV data file already prepared. This is the data file that I'm about to load. First, I need to create a new JavaScript notebook. So I've got a fresh notebook here. I'm ready to load the data, but I'm just going to save this. I'm going to save it into the same directory that contains the example data file. Now I'm going to import the DataKit library. You can see that DataForge Notebook is automatically installing DataKit. So this is one of the features of DataForge Notebook. As you use libraries from NPM, it automatically installs them for you. So let's load some data. I'm specifying a path for the data file relative to where I saved the notebook. I'm going to use the display function to display the data. This shows me that the read CSV function has returned a promise, and I've actually forgotten to use the await keyword. So if I use the await keyword, I'll get my data now. The display function is the workhorse of DataForge Notebook. We can use it to visualize just about anything. In this case, the read CSV function has read the data file, parsed it as CSV to a JavaScript array, and the display function has rendered out a JavaScript array that we can look at and we can preview. This isn't exactly the way that I wanted to visualize it though, because we're looking at tabular data here. So instead, I'm going to use the display.table function to preview it as tabular data. Now this again isn't exactly what I wanted. There's just too much data here. I'm going to use the JavaScript array slice function to preview just the first 5 rows. Now we have some data, we previewed it to see that it's okay. Now we're going to make a chart from it. So the second new library that I'm showing you today is Plot. This is the simplest and most forgiving library for plotting charts in JavaScript and TypeScript. And we're going to use it to plot the data that we've just loaded in our notebook. First, let's make a new code cell to write the code to do the plot. Normally under Node.js, you'd have to use require to import the plot library into your code. DataForge Notebook makes this a little bit easier because the plot function is built in. So we can use display.plot and just plug our data into it. And that's all we need to do to get a really simple chart rendered here. So you can see it's pretty simple to use, and the default configuration is sometimes enough to get what you want. But in this case, I want to configure this to get a specific result. First, I want to see my data rendered as a bar chart. That's a little bit better, but let's specifically choose the data that we want to see on our x-axis. That's even better. Now let's limit the data series that we allow on the y-axis. Cool, that's looking pretty good now. The plot library is actually a wrapper around other JavaScript visualization libraries. Currently it supports the Apex chart library, but it's based on plugins, so in the future it's going to be made to work with other visualization libraries. So that's the future power of the plot library. It's one API for you to learn, and you can use it to target any of the other libraries that are available in the whole world of JavaScript visualization. There's heaps of example notebooks included with DataForge Notebook. As you can see here, I'm just going to open the visualization notebook to show you some of the other options you get for visualization in DataForge Notebook. So you can see here you can visualize JavaScript data, many different types, JSON data, HTML, Markdown, as we've seen, loading CSV files and JSON files. So that's it for today. Please come on over to www.dataforgenotebook.com to check out DataForge Notebook. Thanks for listening. See you again soon.